This is Chris Coe with your Peak Fitness squat variations. As we described in our progression, we're going to set up over a box, right, for our first exercise, which is called an offset squat. For the offset squat, I like to use a kettlebell. It creates a little bit of resistance, a little different implement than the dumbbell. What I'm going to ask the client to do is hold the kettlebell up on their elbow like this. Really get a big chest. Elbow is up, chest is up. Just come down to the bottom. Pause at the bottom for 1 to 2 seconds and come back up. Really, at this, the main criteria is we keep a nice arch in the back, chest stays up, hips come back first. All right. This exercise can either be performed for all reps on one side and then coming back to the next set we would do the other side, or we would simply do equal reps on one side to the other. All right. For our next exercise, we have a bag front squat. All right. And this is a great alternative for clients that might be a little bit older, might not be able to progress to or might have issues with their grip. This is a really good alternative. Teaches them to keep their chest up. What I'm looking for, once again, stick the butt out, touch the box, come back up. All right, for our next progression, or our next variation, we have an overhead squat. All right, really, the overhead squat can be performed with anything from a stick to a dumbbell to a kettlebell. I'll just use the dumbbell here as kind of an example. Again, the main criteria: dumbbell stays over the head. Client is using a hip dominant strategy, sticking the butt out, coming down, coming back up. All right, for our last example here, we're going to do what is called a suitcase squat. So for the suitcase squat, just holding a dumbbell to my side, the dumbbell is offset. I'm going to stick my butt out, come back up several times. Really, the main thing with the suitcase squat is we want to make sure everything is straight. All right, so if you find that, for example, the client is leaning to this side or leaning to that side, we want to decrease the range of motion a little bit or move things back a little bit. Suitcase squat can also be done with a bag or a kettlebell, both great variations, but those are your Peak Fitness squat variations.